And we've got The Butcher's Book 3. Mwah. This one's called Bonesaw, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I'll give you the movie plot on this one. This one's pretty simple. We've got our last hillbilly that's left. He's going around in a white van. He's capturing chicks. We'll call them chicks and strippers. And this plot is just gone from the first movie to the second movie and gone way off. He's the only one that's killing in this one. And now he's just chopping girls' heads off and sawing them off, and he's after these strippers. Didn't have a problem with that storyline. Let's get into the review. The story and plot in this one, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Hey, no problem with the story. This time it's like a serial killer movie. We've totally moved away from the freaking first hillbilly movie to the second one that was the same but different, which was just dog shit. To this one, which is good and it's redeeming itself, but it's still got that little bit of budgetness to it, but it's not a problem because they've redeemed themselves a little bit and gone a totally different storyline. This time he's going around, the last one left of the butchers, a freaking mongoloid looking one. He's going around in a white van, didn't know he could drive. Didn't tell us in the first two movies he could drive, didn't know he had his license. He's going around driving, he's catching the girls, and he's chopping their heads off. And then it's really an investigation as well, because it's about a girl on the run, it's about a cop trying to solve this murdering crime that's happening. 5 out of 10. I didn't mind it. We've moved on from the first two, and we're going a different direction. Don't mind it at all. They're redeeming themselves. They're trying to redeem themselves. The casting and the acting, I'm only going to give a 5, but it's a solid 5. Because if you want to watch hot chicks, you want to watch strippers, you want to watch chicks wearing hardly anything, this is the movie for you. 5 out of 10. Easy. Because, look, the casting and the acting, there was a few, let's just say, there was a few other characters that weren't in the strip club that were pretty bad, but the main girls that were in it did a damn good job. Like I said, there was a few other characters that were a bit cringe, but don't you worry about that. The girls make up for it. The girls make up for it. 5 out of 10. Easy. The dialogue's only going to get 2 out of 10. I know it seems a little low after I've just said they've redeemed themselves, but the majority of the girls from the strip club actually were pretty good with dialogue. They weren't too bad at all, but there were some really bad actors. There were some really bad blokes that were pretty shit with their freaking dialogue, unfortunately. So they still told the story and it was easy to understand, but man, some of the dialogue from the guys were freaking, you were just like, come on, dickhead, what are you banging on about? You sound like just a freaking perverted douchebag that's had lines fed to you. And that sucks that I had to give it 2 because I thought the girls did very good. The cop, she was very good as well. But unfortunately, it's only getting 2 because I'm basing it still on the first movie. Visually, I'm giving it 3 out of 10. Like I said, it was budget, but visually, besides the scenes in the strip club all the time and the girls there, it really is just dark with street lights, a van, and him chopping heads off. So visually there was nothing spectacular, there was nothing amazing except for the titties. So that's all what you're going to get visually and spectacular out of this, and a few of the horror scenes as well. The movie kills I'm going to give 5 out of 10. They weren't fantastic and they did look a bit budget, but they were pretty cool, some of them. Some of them look pretty cool. Like I said, it's called Bonesaw. It's not really a major spoiler. It's in the trailer as well. He's chopping heads off. That's what he's doing. That's his last. This is what he's doing now. So it looked alright. Some of the scenes looked a bit, come on, like, really? But at the same time, some of them look really good as well. Some of the kills look pretty cool. So the movie kills is halfway there. 5 out of 10. Can't complain with that at all. The horror, it gets a 3. They could have gone more gory with the kills. Yeah, the kills you're probably going to watch and go, fuck, and they were gory, man. They were gory. No, they weren't gory enough from where we're at now in the third movie with what we've had in the first two. So it was kind of the same as what we've already had. So the horror factor, they didn't bring it. There was no to try and scare you, but we'll get to the scare factor in a minute. There was no horror elements that were really creepy and all that. So 3's still pretty good. So the scare factor goes even lower and it gets 2. Like I said, still watchable. Definitely watch this. I'm actually recommending watch number 1 and 3. Probably skip number 2. So it only gets a 2 for the scare factor, but that's not a bad thing. It's just that they did not focus on trying to do jump scares or trying to do elements of surprising scares. It was just all basic, straight out, I'm getting out of the freaking car and killing you, motherfucker. There was no elements of trying to scare you at all. So only a 2. But that's not a bad thing. Don't think that that's a bad thing. Unless you want to be scared, then go watch The Conjuring, because then you might get scared. Did it keep me engaged and drawn in? Yeah, it really did. And like I said, you just got freaking, for the kills was the halfway. Horror was pretty low and scare factor was very low. But did it keep me drawn in? Yes, it really did. It gets an 8. It gets an 8. Yeah, those hot chicks helped a lot. But there was actually a pretty good story. And like, the story was halfway. But the story that was told, I kept engaged. And I wanted to keep watching. I wanted to see what would happen. Yeah, that main freaking last hillbilly one that's going around killing, he doesn't look that great. That's why visually he isn't so high. Visually he doesn't look that great. But I was entertained, kept watching, wanted to see what would happen. I did like it. I did like it. Entertainment value, I'm going to give a 7. It did entertain me. It entertained me. Like I said, there was some really silly freaking kills that looked fake as shit. There was some really cringe acting that was horrible. But I still was entertained, because take away some of that crap, don't you worry about it. You've got yourself a good story and you've got yourself some entertainment value. Kid fucking crying down the street. I do this in the shed. Must be getting killed by the butchers. As per advertised, have a watch the trailer and that will kind of give you the gist. 7 out of 10 for me. It was exactly like it was advertised. What it's shown us in the trailer, we got that and a little bit more. Like I said, on a budget scale, but that's not a problem. Don't have a problem with that at all. 7 out of 10, as per advertised. Can't wait for my copy of the DVD to come. I will watch it again, and I'll put them with my other 2. Put them with my other 2 because I've got the trilogy now. I've got the trilogy now. So this comes out. Does it come out? I don't know when I'm releasing this one. It comes out either today or tomorrow, one or the other. But yeah, as per advertised, 7 out of 10. So Butcher's Book 3 for me gets a blood popcorn rating of 4.7 with everything added up in my personal rating system, blood popcorn rating system. 4.7 isn't bad at all. I'd actually recommend going to JB Hi-Fi. So this is available at JB Hi-Fi. You can get this now and order it. I'd recommend to buy the first 2 as well. Maybe not the second one, but definitely buy the first one. At least watch the first one first. Maybe skip the second one, go to the third, but you do need to watch the second one really to know what's kind of going on, which is not a problem. But a 4.7, I've got no problem with it all. I had fun. Had fucking fun. Had fun watching all 3 of them. Look forward to my copy of the third one coming to me. And I recommend checking them all out. Like I said, you're going to probably be pissed at me when you watch the second one, but don't get too angry with me. But I did a review and did tell you how bad the second one was. But the first and the third, I had no issue with it. I freaking loved the first. I think the first was great. I really wish they just continued like the way of the first one. But this one's worth watching. This should be available on streaming services as well, so you can look that up. But thanks so much, Eagle Entertainment. Absolute freaking champions over there. Go on eagleentertainment.com or just go on JB Hi-Fi and order your copies of all these now. But until then, like, subscribe, do what the fuck you want. I'll be back next time with whatever the fuck I do next. But make sure you say hi to your mum for me. See you.